I don't know if you're like me. I wake up in the morning, and if I'm not careful, if I'm not intentional, the very first thing I do is worry about what the day looks like. I go and check my calendar, and it tells me what I'm doing today. And if I'm not careful, it will actually tell me what attitude I should have about my day based on who I'm meeting with and the stress that's in my life. And it reminds me of just this game I played when I was a kid. Man, I remember it like it was yesterday, but I have not seen this game for a long time. It's Hungry Hungry Hippos. I don't even know if they still have this game. My kids have been old enough for a while that they wouldn't have had it for a long time. But Hungry Hungry Hippos was this game where it's like a circular board, and these hippos would come out, and the hippopotamuses' mouths would come out, and they would grab these little white marbles, and they would grab them on the board and suck them in, and they would suck them into a little hole, and you had, I think, 4 players could play. And the goal was you start with 20 or so marbles, and when all the marbles are gone, the game is over, and you count the marbles. And whichever hippo got the most marbles won the game. And I think of this game a lot. I know it sounds stupid, but here's why I think of it. Because I think if I wake up in the morning and let my calendar start my day, my very first thought is just surviving the day, then I'm like these hungry, hungry hippos where my mouth is open and I'm just trying to get whatever I can get today. I'm more about sucking in as many marbles as I can get today, make as much money, get as much accolades, get the raise, whatever it is. And I become this hungry, hungry hippo. And at the end of the game, whatever that means, all I have to show is a bunch of marbles. And I realized when I am not intentional about my day, when I get up and I just let my day happen, I become a hungry, hungry hippo. I just go reaching for whatever I can get. And in the end, there comes this sense of loneliness in that, regret, I think at times at the end of the day or the end of the week or end of the month, end of the year, potentially retirement. If it's only about grabbing as many marbles as you can get. You know, I used to do a lot of funerals, a lot of weddings when I was in ministry. And I used to get an incredible privilege as well as I have a lot of bad memories. But I would be asked to be with someone when they were passing away in the hospital or when they were on their kind of like as sick as they've ever been in their lives. And there's one thing that I remember always seeing in common, and that was a sense that the things in life, the white marbles on the Hungry Hungry Hippo board, matter so little at that point. You know, especially if they're passing away, the thought of them saying, you know, would you bring the Corvette in? I'd like to say goodbye. It's just ridiculous. Nobody does that. What they do is they say, would you call my brother? I'd like to kind of bury the hatchet on some problems that we had in our life. Would you gather the people around me? And when I stop to think about it for a minute, when I really get perspective on a Monday morning, I remember that in the end, whatever I can collect is not the point. It's about the human beings that I'm around. And man, I am telling you, when I can do that, when I can start my day with perspective and think about the humans that represent the appointments I have today, and go into those meetings and go into the office with a different outlook, I'm promising you, it actually makes a difference.